Hey dude, is Bali still closed? And hey, what's the situation like? Is it safe to go there? Do you need to wear a mask? And what about the surf, man? What are the lineups? Is it crowded? So many awesome questions that I receive daily, and therefore I want to show you in this video exactly what the situation is like here in Bali right now, and especially from my perspective. As I just got here, I'm still learning and I have my experience right here. So I'm going to do my best to share you my perspective of the Bali situation right now. So if you want to know more about all the secrets, what it's like, and experience a bit of the situation before you may be coming to Bali, make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to answer to all the questions and I'm going to show you a bit of my experience here right now. This is the Bali lockdown vlog 2020. Welcome to the Flint Life. My name is Duco, a digital nomad, and that is someone who works from anywhere in the world, online from a laptop. And it is my mission to show you exactly what this kind of lifestyle is like, but also how to become one. And so make sure to subscribe to my channel for weekly new videos, tips and tricks, mindset hacks, and more updates about Bali. Are you ready to experience the real Bali situation? Well, let's go. Let's jump on the Flint mobile and I'll show you around. So right now I'm at a rice field, and the first thing I want to say is that I feel very safe here. The people are so kind, very humble like always, giving huge smiles when you pass them, and that is such a nice, just a nice way of living. I feel like I am free to do, to express, and actually right now I walked into a rice field. The farmer is right next to me working and he doesn't seem too stressed out. But that is my perspective, and from the stories that I've heard around the economy is yes, there's less tourism right now and it definitely impacts the whole economy right here. Restaurants shut down, businesses shut down. That is the direct effect of the whole situation with the lockdown and also the fact that tourists cannot enter Bali right now. And so because of that, it's simply lacking volume. There's not enough volume right now to divide the consumption over every single hospitality facility, and therefore you definitely see that restaurants, hotels, accommodation, anything you name it, they are playing with prices. They are really lowering their prices right now to attract new clients. And you see that you can go to a restaurant and you can have a complete breakfast for less than 50k, which would be something like $3.5. Or accommodation, you can stay in a single bedroom for less than $10, and those prices they definitely use to attract clients and give them an opportunity to connect and engage with them so they can come back for more. And that is really what you see a lot here, and that is at some point, yes, it's sad, but at the other point, like, what can you do right now? The best thing I can do right now is to support them, to go to different places, to spend my money and to support their business. And that's really the best you can do right now. And that is a lot of fun. That's very exciting because you get to pick different places that are usually a lot more expensive. Some of them like usually double priced. You can go there right now and you can spend there your money, try different places and do it in a very affordable way from my perspective. And that is the only thing I can do right now. That's support, and that feels good. But at the same time, it's sad for most of the business owners as they're really trying to keep their head above the water and they really try to do their best. They're as creative as they can to stay alive with their business.
There are definitely some restrictions around, for example, wearing a mask. If you jump on a scooter, you have to wear a mask. That's the rule. Although I think it's useful anyways, because there's so much exhaust right here coming from the cars and the scooters. It's actually good to protect yourself a little bit from the exhaust and not to inhale all the dust and the smoke. So actually I think that's a good thing. Although last week I didn't wear a mask, and then actually the police/army stopped me over and they made me do 35 push-ups in one row. That was actually funny. This is a way of them showing authority and teaching you that you cannot mess around with them. And I think it's actually a cool way, because train the muscles. So what about the restrictions related to different shops, venues, restaurants? So most of the restaurants you can just hang out, not wear a mask, but pretty much every single restaurant or cafe at the entrance they provide hand sanitizer, and some of them have temperature checks. So that is it. And in general, outside you don't need to wear a mask. It is optional. So some people wear a mask and some of them don't. And that's it. And now you may be asking, Duco, what about the nightlife? I just had to make a stop because I need to get a coconut. Oh, nice. So you want to know about the situation about the bars. So most of the bars are very quiet right now, and most of the bars, the owners try to really be as creative as possible and to lower their prices to really attract new clients and to engage and make sure that they come back. Talking about the nightlife, usually in Bali it is very packed with many parties, and as you know it, but right now there's not that much going on. There's definitely some bars that are open, but most of the bars they close before 2 a.m. and that is really relaxed. It's cool. You see that a lot of people are very busy with activities, not so much going out. People go to the beach, people surf, do yoga, work out, and that overall is a very nice ambience to be in, because you won't find so many people drinking at the beach, getting drunk. So that is very nice. So for me personally, it's fine. I don't need to go out. I prefer to go to bed early, wake up early, and go for a good surf and sip on a coconut. One thing I really love is that they use reusable straws. These are made from, what are these straws made from? You know what? Yeah, you know what it's made from? Sorry? Steel.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So these are made from steel, which is amazing. They wash them afterwards and you can use them again. And this way you make sure that you don't use more plastic, because right now there's so much plastic going on in the ocean. It's floating around. You find some days the beach is just filled with plastic. So I really love these straws. What is really cool about these straws is that they also have a spoon, so when you finish the coconut you can scoop out the meat part. There you go. Alright guys, now it's time to talk about the real deal. What's going on with the surf? So right now we're standing at the beach with a really epic view. Amazing. And the first thing you notice, it is super quiet. As well, today is a Tuesday, it's a working day. During the weekend it's a little bit more busy here, but overall it is very chilled around here. Right now I can count 4 people at this part of the beach, and that's it. 2 surfers out on this side, but that's also because this spot is just usually not so popular. If I move around a bit more there, there's more popular spots, and that's what I'm gonna show you right now. So right now we are in one of the beaches of Canggu. I believe it's Echo Beach, and I'm going to show you exactly what the vibe is like here. I'm gonna show you the surf, the crowds, and yeah, what's happening on the beach. So as a surfer, it is a very, very special time to be here right now, as usually Bali is very popular and in the water it gets super crowded as well. But right now, it's not that crowded. You can surf with 2 people, 3 people, 10 if it's busy, maybe 15 to 20. And there's still so many spots around that are very untouched at the moment. What is also pretty cool is that when you go in the water, because most of the people stay for a long time, you can really connect. You go to the same spots, you meet the same people, and the vibe overall is pretty good in the water. Everybody's super kind. Haven't seen any fights yet, so that's super nice. The waves lately have been very good. It's rain season right now, so some of the days you cannot really enter the water because after the rain, like a lot of stuff comes down from the lands through the rivers. So actually this morning this beach was packed. It was filled with garbage, and actually they all clean it up right now, so that's super sick. Very happy with that. Love to see that. And so you cannot always surf, because if you go in the water after heavy rain, you have a high chance of getting sick. You can get infected with all the stuff that's inside the water. So sometimes you have to avoid that. But overall the waves are bumping. You can surf almost every day. Sometimes it's absolutely glassy in the morning, and sometimes it is a little bit windy, mostly offshore, sometimes a bit onshore. But me as a Dutch surfer, I'm happy with anything. Alright guys, so let's dive into a short little summary of the situation here in Bali. So, the economy has been affected by the situation. The whole world has. The best thing we can do right now is to support small businesses. And so, yes, there's some disadvantages for the business owners, for the economy, but it's also at the same time a very, very exciting time to be here in Bali right now. Because as you see, there's not many surfers out there. Restaurant, accommodation providers, they drop their prices, and it's a good time to experience Bali. Life in general in Bali is very affordable, and that is super exciting. And what is the best thing that we can do? It's support. And so if you come here and you spend your money, you are supporting the local economy. And so why not just enjoy the time being here? So I'm gonna grab my fish right now because I see some nice feelers. It's time for me to go for a surf. If you like this video, chuck a like, subscribe for more videos and updates about Bali and also about the digital nomad life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.